Okay, so this is a Lux game where you go 2, 10, and 11. Okay, the good old level 1 invade. Oh, Pyke's drawing. Hell yeah. Alright, good start. Can't ask for anything better than that in your solo queue games. Okay, release the buff. Pyke wards it, so Acromath smite, whatever. Oh, and we're not on you. Yeah, you hit the bind. Oh, nice. You hit another bind, okay. All I'm gonna say is if you had Ignite there, he was dead. But it's kind of your preference. Oh, I guess he dies anyway. Cool. Interesting. Oh, he's dead too. If Jhin wants him to be. No, Jhin doesn't want him to be. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay. So you can just sit in this bush and apply a ton of pressure. Okay, so now you know they warded it. If Pyke's sitting in it, you should ward it, but... Okay, so we're gonna be super nitpicky here, but you know damn well that bind's not gonna hit, because Pyke's gonna E. I mean, he's not gonna just sit there and take it, so... At least wait for him to E before you try to bind him. This is just bad. Just do something, but not this. Okay. There's no way you guys ever catch that Talon. Not there. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Okay. Nothing to really see here. You need a ward. Especially since your jungler is in the top lane. Alright, your Jhin gives you one. Now you need the word try soon. But probably after Jhin pushes in this wave. Like right now, if I'm you, I want to go word try brush. And that's because my jungler is top, and their jungler is not top. So putting those two things together, our jungler can only really be in one place. Yep. Wouldn't have actually mattered if you warded try. But you guys still knew he was bot. So yeah, that play happened. That was not surprising at all. Nocturne is 6 now though, so that kind of changes what you have to do. So now you got a deep ward. That's a fine ward. That's not where Nocturne's gonna gank you from though. If you want to stop Nocturne from ganking you, this ward might catch him, but this ward, or maybe even one like actually in the lane, is probably the only way you're gonna see him. Because a good Nocturne player is gonna go, if their red is up, they're gonna do red obviously, but usually they're just gonna go Krug's bot gank. Because that's a really straightforward path. It's really easy to do. And yeah. So, Lucian's Nthing here. And he should... Oh, wow. Okay. You're dead. You're very dead. I like the effort at least. Try to get something out of it. I mean, obviously, if a Talon is in the game, you have to be really careful when he's not in the lane. I hate playing against Talon, so I understand.
Shut down.
It's okay. Nocturne is bot or top. He won't have ult for another 2 minutes, roughly. So that means you guys can play kind of aggressive. Alright, so if I'm you, I expect Talon. 100%. And now you see Talon. So yeah, you ping a lot. You need to bind this Talon lane. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so you see him the whole way. So don't back up this far. Unless you're just gonna leave him to die. Because backing up this far is not really a great thing. Talon's E can't go over this wall straight up. He has to be like here. Because otherwise it'll just take him and turn him sideways and it's really stupid looking. So you should be already on this wall. And as soon as he gets up to here, you just throw your Q. So you bind him. Because if you stop him before he jumps over, there's no way he can kill you guys. But once he gets over, I mean, you can see he has flash. You have no reason to assume he doesn't have flash. So once he's over the wall, because he can't flash the wall, but once he's over it, doesn't matter. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill somebody. Somebody's dead. So yeah, like I said, you can see him the whole way. If you're just ready to throw that bind here, because this is where he's going to jump from. I mean, obviously that requires knowing that Talon can only jump from this part of the wall. But I don't know. It's not terribly hard to figure out. But you bind them, and that's fine. This is actually what gets you killed in the end. Because if you don't ult or try to turn on him at all, and you just bind and run, and you guys, well, maybe you guys both live. depending on what Bike does, but okay, so just keep walking at him. Just walk at him. Okay. Okay, good Jew. Nice. I hate that you tried to straight ult Delusion there, because all you really had to do was walk at him. But
Red team double kill.
I don't know if you could have used your ult at any other point there. Maybe. Hard to say.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Okay, Jin gets caught. Oh my. Well, that's a good sidestep from him at least. Yeah, but not much you can do. I mean, you weren't there and he stepped up, so kind of his own fault. Alright, so you guys have a really strong hack room, they have a really strong Nocturne.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay.
Red
So
team's
Nocturne ults Echo. It's fine. Echo did live. Someone needs to ping Nocturne Flash. But no one's gonna do it. Which is probably not good. Oh, Eugen is dead. Goodbye. So there's no reason for you to walk down there once you see Talon over here. You just kind of have to accept that Jhin is dead. Okay, you guys need to get out of there. Nectarine is running it down. That's not good. So you see the Talon, you see the Lucian. I mean, if you guys know Lucian is bot, someone should be able to do something here. Okay, you guys win that. I mean, assuming Aatrox wants to fight, you guys win it anyway. If Aatrox just wants to ult and run away, I guess you guys lose it. Fight the 1v1 up there. Or down there, I guess. The rewarding adventures of Lux. I mean, you guys should really try to group if you can. That's really good. Except for your Necromantic for it. I mean, that's really not good. Oh. What? I mean, honestly, you should never walk up there because you know they have a Nocturne and you know he's just gonna ult on you. But we've all been there. So, that's just... You gotta think about what the enemy has. Good effort. Oh, you need to keep running. I mean, this right here is why people think assassins are OP, because everyone on your team is split apart. No one's grouped against an enemy team that literally only has 2 fed assassins and can no 3, sorry, because Pyke is fed too. But newsflash: these champions don't work if you guys group. So I mean, all of you are playing into their team. It's not just you. I mean, sure, you're the squishiest member, so you die the most. But like, oh, you guys are so dumb. This whole team is just, oh, just group. Just group. I don't even know if you guys win anymore as a group. But you guys did for a very long time. But at this point, I would be very surprised if you guys could do anything.
Unstoppable.
Yep.
Team's turret has been destroyed. Alright, so you're out by yourself. And if you find a ward, you're dead. You're crazy. So is your Aatrox, but man. Red team's turret has
Ugh. Like, you guys know they just want to isolate you and pick you off. I mean, Talon has a burst combo. Nocturne has a burst combo. Pyke has a burst combo. That's it. That's all they do. Echo still thinks he can 1v1 the fed ass down. Crazy. Cheddar mid wins. Shut the fuck up, Tim. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Both these players are idiots. There you go, Nocturne. Attaboy. Jungle diff. Nice. I like it. Ah. This game. God bless. I mean, this game you made a lot more mistakes than the last one I did. That's a good thing, I guess, maybe. It's not a good thing you made the mistakes. I mean, it's just more to comment on, but like, I feel like uh, I haven't watched enough games to say for sure, but the general trend that I'm seeing, like, you play the early lane phase really aggressive and you try to make plays, and that's fine. Obviously, sometimes it'll probably shoot you in the foot, but that's whatever. I mean, you play early lane pretty well. Um, Obviously, you weren't super aware when Nocturne was bot. I mean, I knew he was bot just because your jungler was top for a minute and a half and Nocturne never showed up, so kind of had the assumption that Nocturne would probably be bot because he didn't show top. But I feel like it's not really map awareness that you lack, it's more like risk assessment, I guess. It's probably the word for it. But I mean, like last game, there was that stupid Shaco mid, and like you tried to play like he was a human being, but in reality, he's a bot. This game, I mean, God, you died 10 times, but it really wasn't because you were doing anything. Like, you weren't doing anything wrong by like standard, you know, support textbook things, but they have a Talon, there's a Pike, there's a Nocturne, there's a Shen that can be on any one of them at any time, and you have maybe 1200 HP. I mean, you being by yourself against this team is death. every time. Just doesn't matter because you're super squishy. And like, I mean, you guys' win con was Hecarim and Jhin. Your mid laner was kind of in the game for the earlier parts. Top lane was, uh, both players were really useless, so kind of whatever. I mean, Shin's a tank, so if both players are useless, he's more useful. But like, you guys just needed to group, and you need to be following people. I mean, I know that getting wards is important, but you can't clear by yourself. Not against that team. And like, type it in chat, or ping it, or do something. Because, I mean, you just going there by yourself is actually just death. There's there's just nothing you can do. I mean, they have so many assassins. And like, they all got fed because you guys all tried to play like, I don't know, like you guys were also assassins, but you're not. Like, your comp team fights well. Their comp just makes picks. That's it. So if you split yourself apart the whole game, you're gonna lose. And that's what happened. I don't really feel like they played this game very well. I feel like you guys just played very bad. I mean, obviously that's not all your fault, because I mean, obviously you're not the only one that's splitting apart and trying to 1v1 the 16 fucking 6 Talon. But like, I mean, if you see that kind of stuff, you can type it in chat, or you can make people aware of it at least. And like the wording thing, I mean, obviously words are important, but you being alive is more important than that word, I guarantee it. So, I mean, asking your team to come with you when you ward or anything like that is very helpful. So, uh, but that's kind of all I can say about this game. I mean, I think I said what I needed to say during the game. You don't make a lot of micro mistakes though. Like, I mean, I wish you would be a little more heady with your predictions and like think what's about to happen and not just what you see. Cause like, I mean, last game there was that Corki that just W'd away and you threw the bind, but it was really obvious he was gonna W because he had to. And the same kind of thing happened with the Pyke this game, where Pyke E'd out, but you had already thrown your bind. Cause, but like, I mean, if a champion with a dash is put in a position where they're gonna die if they don't dash, then just hold your bind. There's no reason to throw it because he's gonna dash somewhere. I mean, unless you're gonna try to mad life him, and in which case you go ahead, mad life. You do you. But yeah, that's really about it. I don't think I can say too much else.